It's Saturday, January 20th, so let's play the Booster Box game, Rivals of Ixalan launch. Can we get $100? How does this game work? I'm gonna crack open this booster box and see if I can get $100 in rares, mythics, and foils, which is what I paid for the box. And if I can do so, I will sell those cards and use that money to buy another box. How far can we go? Just one box or 10? Let's find out. Now, as of the filming of this video, there are currently no uncommons worth $2 or more in the set. So I'm only going to be looking at rares, mythics, and of course the foils. As always, I need the value to be a minimum of $2 each due to shipping, handling, and seller fees. Is there treasure deep in Ixalan? Or is it just another island that only taps for blue? Here we go.
Yeah, but your scientists were so preoccupied with whether or not they could, they didn't stop to think if they should.
greatly the men favour you, sir.
The puling spawn, how I despise them. Go get them, Captain!
All right, we did it. On to box number 2. This was a close one, I'll admit, and I am pretty much selling every rare and mythic and foil at or above $2, but nonetheless, it was enough to get us through to box number 2. So let's see how we do. It's Sunday, January 21st now. Prices are interesting in this set. I'm not seeing a huge amount of fluctuation so far, which is the sort of thing if you go all the way back to some of our early booster box games you would often see. I don't know if that means a certain market or an uncertain market, but let's see how far we can get in this booster box. Okay, thank you, Commander Foil. I actually think we did pretty well here, even without it. I can keep a lot of those rares and mythics. I can keep several of the rares and mythics for myself and still sell enough to make it to box number 3. And thus, it's Monday, January 22nd. Me oh my, how these booster boxes just fly by. Will I make it to box number 4? I'll certainly try.
just want my kids back.
Oof, that was a bad box. But remember, that's the point of the booster box game. Sometimes you can win big, and we've certainly had sets where we keep going and going. But booster packs are designed and should be used explicitly for draft. Go down to your local game store and draft or play in pre-release and launch events. But if you're looking to build a deck for standard and think buying a booster box is going to get you there, you're very likely going to lose money in the long run. Buy the singles you need for the decks you want to play. That's just one of the many lessons that we like to teach here at Tolarian Community College. And if that's a lesson that you are glad is being taught, if this is a video that you enjoy watching, if any of my videos, any of the 3 that I put out each and every week on this YouTube channel are ones that you think are worth it, then maybe you can consider becoming a patron of Tolarian Community College over at Patreon. Many Magic the Gathering players ask the question, what exactly does Patreon pay for? There's actually a lot of costs involved in my channel, in making videos not only of the quantity that I put out, but also of the quality that I'd like to think I put out. Some of those costs are equipment, something that I am always expanding, upgrading, and sometimes replacing. From cameras to microphones to light boxes to make sure that picture and sound are of the utmost quality. To editing and streaming computers and my office itself. Patreon pays for all of this. YouTube pays in pennies. Feel no guilt for using ad blocker software here, because that's literally 1/100th of a penny that you are taking away. That does not pay for this office. That does not pay for the staff that I have, from people to help me research and refine scripts for deck techs, and Tolarian Tutor, where I actually have several people that I work with in order to produce these videos. To the actors and cosplayers and other guests that I have in my videos. There's so much involved in having a channel of this size and scope. Yes, I'm very fortunate to have a sponsorship from Card Kingdom, but that still is only a fraction of what Patreon itself brings to the channel. I had someone just the other day say to me that, wow, considering how many subscribers your channel has, you have very few patrons. Less than 1% of people subscribed to your channel are actually supporting you on Patreon, and of those 1%, most are just giving $1 or $2 a month. And they started to imply that this was ultimately really small, and I said, no, stop, it's huge, it's mighty. That's how little it takes to create all of this, to be able to have an office, to have equipment, to have access to smarter minds than my own, to create scripts and put videos out there, to be able to employ myself and pay for the litany of business costs that are involved in running an office and running a business. That small amount, less than 1%, $1 or $2 a month, that makes all of this possible. It blows my mind, and I am humbled by it, and I feel that it is a charge that I have been tasked with, and a charge that I intend to keep. And no, no one has to be a patron over at Patreon. All of this content is and will always be available for free to everyone in the community. And yeah, go ahead and flip on that ad blocker. I don't care. Screw you, YouTube. You don't pay anyway. But what do you get if you are a patron of Tolarian Community College? Well, to be honest, not much. I don't think that I put out that much in terms of Patreon perks, because every moment of my day, every moment of my life is really consumed with making these videos. That's what's going out there. But I do have a few things that I offer. If you do want to go as high as $10, you'll receive one-time a signed card from me to you. And while no, it's not going to be a particularly powerful card, I do like to try and select ones that I feel represent the Tolarian Community College and its community of viewers. And hey, at $15 a month, your name is in the credits of each and every episode, so that everyone can see that you are ensuring that Tolarian Community College keeps going and growing strong. And yeah, the Patreon has gone down significantly in the last year. In fact, right now, the point of this little message at the end of the booster box game, besides just inflating the time code so people couldn't tell whether or not there was another box, is just to try and get back up to funding for this office. We're at 92% of really what it needs to be properly funded. And no, it's not a dire situation. This is not some emergency call, anything like that, but I do want to remind people of the importance of the Patreon and what exactly that money goes towards. So I really hope we can make up that missing 8% that has gone down and hit 100% on this. I know it'll never go back up to what it originally was that 1 month when I went full-time, but it doesn't have to be. That's okay. That allowed me to get into this office, and now I just really want to keep it up. I want to maintain. And there should be absolutely no guilt involved in not being a patron. This channel is here for everyone and for free, and that means guilt-free as well. So you know what? All I ever wanted from anybody is for you to watch and enjoy. Watching these videos by themselves, even with that ad blocker on, I am so humbled by it. If you are looking for other ways to support besides Patreon, hey, t-shirt, I'm wearing it for a reason. We've got Tolarian merchandise, Tolarian playmats, Tolarian dice bags, coffee mugs, and pins. You can check that out at TolarianCommunityCollege.com at the student store. You can visit our sponsor who does help out with support for the channel by using our affiliate code at www.cardkingdom.com/TCC. Always support your local game store first and foremost, but if they don't have and won't carry the products that you're looking for, we've likely got them down at this affiliate link. Some cards they may not have, they may not be getting. And so where do you turn next? Well, take a look through our affiliate link or just browse. Just by looking says to Card Kingdom that there is interest in this channel, in their sponsorship of that channel, and that really does help. But you know what? Just watching the videos is all that I need, all that helps. Truth be told, at the end of the day, working as a full-time YouTuber is bringing in, for me, personally, about the same amount that I was bringing in as an adjunct professor. And it's a lot more hours. I literally am working 7 days a week from morning until night in order to put out the number of videos that I do. But it's worth it to me. It's worth it to have this Patreon going into this office, going into this equipment, going into the staff and people that I work with, going into everything that I do, because in the end, all of that money is going into the community. It is putting these pieces out there for everyone to enjoy, and that's a hell of a lot more rewarding than what I had previously been doing, and humbling as well. I hope very much that you understand how important the Patreon of Tolarian Community College is, and if you think that it's worth a tip from you, whether just once or ongoing, you'll consider going over and becoming another one of the patron alums of this channel. Do I deserve to have this office, to have this channel, to have access to do all of the content that I do for all of you? No, I don't think that I do, but I am going to continue working as hard as I can, morning, noon, and night, to one day deserve it, to one day have earned that trust that you've all given me. Thank you. And this video is brought to you by my and many other people's local game store, Card Kingdom, a brick-and-mortar pillar of this community, as well as the Patreon support of viewers such as you. These are the people that keep Tolarian Community College going and growing strong. So thank you.